and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song, and then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts.
I'm standing out here on the sand with these other women. Behind us, the ocean is rabid and navy blue. But we're too anxious to appreciate nature. Why are we here? We sweat, swat flies. Then who should come padding up to us on his dirty bare feet but Jesus Christ? He's attractive, and I usually don't care for beards. He circles us slowly, his eyes grinding us under the sun's police lamp. His gaze is over all, judgmental. Suddenly, Jesus Christ stops right in front of my face, awestruck. Clotilde, he says. That's my name. Clotilde is the one. Like synchronized chorus girls, women in kerchiefs fall to their shapely knees, praying, aye, 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 and other fruitless apologies. Oh, how they covet my tailored sweater, my hair, my comfortable shoes. I am that rare thing, an honest woman. Jesus Christ takes my sweet hand and we amble off, exchanging half-remembered Bible verses. Do unto others as we build sand whores and cast smooth stones at them. Later, while chewing on soft serve vanilla, the sun goes all ashy as if snuffed out by a giant-lipped finger. And the moon, like a glass beaker, rapidly begins to fill with blood. Hurry, Jesus says, and we drop our half-finished ice cream cones and we run. The waves strike our ankles like malicious dachshunds. We run past potato chip bags and detritus. Jesus Christ and I run down the beach to a better place. I was named after a saint, the queen of the dark ages.
What's that?
Don't you know my saint?
My name is Clotilde. I am a twin, and I live in town with my sister.
See you around.
You're not chosen, Clotilde. You just ate your stupid hot dog too fast, and it gave you a weird dream. What does that word even mean, anyways? Everybody goes to hell except you? Oh, what does that make God? Some insane, vengeful criminal?
You fool. When God does it, it's not illegal.
Knock the fucking door down until it shatters. And if it doesn't, use a window. That is what the Bible teaches. I am the best shepherd. I know my sheep and my sheep knows me. Oh, I do hate you fogs up them rose-colored spectacles you wearing. I do hate to disabuse you of your pretty illusions, but it ain't no secular world. God loves you, so he's marked you. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows fall? Why does my heart feel lonely and long for heaven and home when Jesus is my portion? Yes, he is a constant friend. Is he? My eye is on the sparrow. Yes, it is. And I know he watches me.
A man? Who's the lucky notch on the bedboard?
Same notches last night.
Brad? Mensa boy?
Just because he's not street smart.
Oh, but he's so non-threatening. Doesn't he lack the requisite bleeding skull tattoo on his chest?
Jealous, darling.
Oh, I see your game. He's your bargain basement blouse. You were all ready to put him down until you thought I might be ready to pick him up. 2 days in a row. Must be serious.
Yes, it is actually. And it's 4 days. If you weren't being so snotty. The thing is, Clotilde, Brad and I,
Did you tell him about the keys? The wooden box? Thought so.
I told him about them being Skinnerians that didn't want their twin girls to be all Tweedledum and Tweedledee.
Yeah. Listen to her rationalize.
They never physically harmed us. It was just mental. I didn't tell him about the keys or the box. God, people already think that twins are freak shows without all that crap. Brad thinks it's a good thing we're not Heather and Holly or Darla and Dawn or... Oh. They did some positive stuff, Clotilde.
No.
They got carried away. They certainly punished themselves. I forgave them a long time ago.
Forgiving evil is evil! We should burn that picture!
Don't you dare!
Why? Because you love them? And you know why you love them? hush.
I love you, Mommy. I love you, Dad.
Oh, you're the robot, not
Brad.
me.
I told him it passed away.
Yeah, I'll say. Your pizza is in the freezer. I didn't have time to grocery shop for your sausage, so you'll have to suffer through plain cheese. Tell you something, Chloe, you might want to search a little harder for a job than you have been these past 8 years. What is that?
You may want to look at some apartment ads, too.
What are you talking about?
It's my name on the lease, darling. You have been living here as a guest.
I fold things.
I am no longer enabler to your manipulative slog.
Oh, how I hate psychological terms. Oh, how can you treat me like this, Flavia? I'm just a kid. We're the same age, idiots. You're older. By 2 minutes. Birth order is crucial. I remember swimming toward this yellowy, this luminous, and then this hand. This fat little tiny hand pushing me back. I was supposed to be the first one out. You think I enjoy sleeping for those bastards at Bixley and Cray? You want to know the meaning of life, Saint Clotilde? It's to get out there in that shit-eating shitstorm with the rest of us shit-faced shitheads and find yourself a shit-shoveling Shinola so that you too can have your very own shitty shithole! Flavia? I'm tired.
From doing nothing all day?
It is tiring, Flavie.
I'm the one who is exhausted. Phone calls from angry customers. We merged again.
Did I ask you how your day was? Will you just look in the mirror? What? Which is you? Which is me? Don't be creepy. I read this in a blog, but a reliable blog, Clody. It's true. This identical twin, her sister died and... How? Some disease. Anyways, after the funeral, whenever the surviving twin looked in the mirror, she didn't see herself. She saw her sister. She started to believe she was her own sister, like her sister's spirit had infected her somehow. Well, darling, she went to the therapist, and he instructed her that every time she looked in the mirror, she should repeat her own name. And what did he charge for that trenchant bit of... Did it work? Either did, she ended up okay, or else it was... she ended up in a sanatorium, or else it was... she killed herself. Sorry, I don't remember the plot points to everything I've ever read. I'm not all rat-a-tat alert, sucking the enjoyment out of every adjective. Words fall on me like rain, I get the gist. The handyman. His days were spent seducing the shy widow that hired him, and his nights with her hot-eyed, sex-hungry daughter. I read cultural stuff too. Just imagine, Clody, to see me instead of your own reflection. Well, if we're identical twins, what do you expect? Richard Nixon? I see you tiptoeing with something behind your back. Play robots? Oh, darling. I'm late as it is. I'd love to. You'd love to. You said that 4 days ago. yourself as a robot scares you, i.e. you think it might actually be true, i.e. you ignore it.
I.e. F you, Dr. Cloverfield!
I am nothing like them!
No. Sorry. Look, Brad's got to email deadbeats tomorrow night. We'll stay in, just us twinnies, and play robots and chat. I have something important I need to tell you, only it never seems to be the right time.
What is it?
The future.
The future.
Oh, like the belly rubs. You like the belly rubs. That's right, you do. You love the belly rubs. There's nothing new.
Yesterday you said today. Today you said after dinner. And now you're bagging out again.
I am not bagging out. Yes, I will. But you need to put the knife down first.
Oh, I hate imaginary weapons.
Christ's sake.
Prove to me you're human.
10 years
ago.
framing portrait of parental units.
Ha, ha. Glass balls.
I catch it.
Slice fingers open.
Red everywhere. Ha, ha. But that
Was only first layer.
today,
We go deep.
Cloudy. Cloudy, darling.
Cloudy.
Our parents were not bright enough to build robots. They were just silly behaviors, not inventors.
Flaming. Yes, they were fools. No doubt they had ambitions to build a robot that could speak thousands of languages and uncover the secrets of Atlantis and play faultless Chopin on a carpenter's saw and in war and poverty, but Lady Clotilde, I am no robot. I have an immortal soul. God chose me.
Ugh. There's no such thing as God, but don't say Gotti. You sound like some pathetic old secretary that's fallen in love with the boss. Who is Gotti? What is Gotti?
Who is God? What is he? That some folks recommend him. Handsome, just, and strong is he. The heavens' grace did lend him. Is he sweet and is he known for justice? Lives with kindness. Love doth from his eyes be shown to help us through our blindness.
It's over now. What is God? Who is he? something unbelievers can't grasp. But if I had to pin it down, God is a poem that cannot be explained or understood. He rhymes, though he doesn't need to, being equally adept at free verse. He's all the words, all the meters, and he's the symbolism that isn't even there, but he is there.
Seriously, darling, don't you think I would know if I was a robot?
Idiot, you'd be programmed to believe you were human.
Software program running extremely slow, circuit smoking. Shut it!
Flavie, the truth. And I'll never ask again. On the count of 10.
One, 2, 3, 9, 5 quarters, 5, 10. Scaredy robot calls.
It wasn't a fair count! And besides, if I found out you were a robot, well, it'd be a little weird, but I'd still respect you and hold conversations with you and play games with you and what? You're a robot, all right, Flavie. Someday you won't jump away quite so fast and I'll stab you in your center screw and plastic wheel. And we'll both watch as all the cassette tapes and metal tubes and washers and pins and things come spilling out. Then I'll hammer you to a fine white paste and I'll use you to grout the tub. You won't go to waste. Hold a conversation. Oh my, she is funny. Why? I could never speak to a robot. Why not? Would it be real? Just some lumpy, badly glazed vase from Pottery Barn that they concocted one night out of madness and a boredom. But that's inconsistent logic, because if God were to suddenly come out of the woodwork, I'd still talk to you. Aw, Flavie, you'll rust your gears.
Oh, look at little Flavor in her party dress. Oh, good, gorgeous girl is so pretty in her leopard print taffeta. She's such a cute little good time atheist. Not some prison of Bible hanger like her sister.
Aren't Clotilde and me the same looking?
Someday, Flavor, you'll know the meaning of words like charm, pizzazz. But right now, kiddo, trust Mommy and Daddy when they say you possess something special and ineffable. A thing that cannot be expressed in words.
What? Did we hear you?
I'm sorry.
Flavor, have you been talking to your sister without parental supervision?
Don't.
Girl!
Please, no. He don't exist. God told me. Not even the good stuff.
Good job, honey.
You sure you're not a robot, Flavie? No! Stop being a pest and get your knife. I don't feel like playing. I barely... Chloe, you hurry me! I found the canceled check. In the kitchen drawer, a canceled check made out to a robot company. What? You heard me. A canceled check they made out 25 years ago to Wayne's Robots. Gotcha! Oh, she fell for it! You!
doing with that copybook flavor?
I hope she's sure.
She is reading.
God damn it.
I wasn't.
I thought you were a lovable, popular, good time girl, Flavor.
She was until 2 minutes ago. Keep reading about that cookie poppy. Your eyes are all red, glassy, and confused looking, and your eyebrows are grow bigger and bigger until they take over your whole face.
Harry and Focus. Hold now, and Mommy and Daddy will maybe have to shoot you like old John. Or worse, you'll go to parties, and the people you talk to, they'll stop halfway through your most rolling antidotes, and they'll say,
Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom for a second.
"Excuse me, you need another drink, back in a."
But they
They'll
never
come back. Understand? Put the fucking book down.
They'll give you 5 seconds, Flavor. Avoid the fate of a great spinster pariah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We should make a robot spoons game.
6,
Seriously, darling, let's play robot spoons.
8.
Wait. Robot spoons would be more friendly-ish. You scare me when you look so serious.
Your thing, Flavy, is to give 5%. That's your version of a wholehearted try. 9! But the secret to life, really, whether you're baking a cupcake, or slitting your sister's throat, or Xeroxing, 9.5! The canceled check for your pointless job. And you tell yourself, I'm gonna center the check on the glass. I'm going to 9 3/4! Be the best damn Xeroxer Mr. Bixley has ever seen. Hello? Oh, you're not really want to. Oh, for me? Oh, breakfast with the Ambrosia. Oh, but I have to check my social on such short. No, I'm kidding. All clear. Yes, I love that. Hey, you. Sorry, personal call. Don't be late. I have a secret life. I have a secret life. 9 7 8! Astonished by your phone call, Brad. Rather bold, calling the apartment. Flavia suspects nothing. I kept my side of the conversation opaque. Never fear, I can keep a secret, even when it puts lives in danger. Look at my hash browns.
They're black.
Yeah, everybody always says, have some potatoes with your pepper.
I like pepper. Not as much as you do.
This whole time I thought you and Flavia has totally misconstrued. I do not get people at all. You have no idea what it's been like these past 20-something years. Everybody going on about my gorgeous sister when we're identical twins, as if the burden of attractiveness rested on personality alone, which is absurd and hurtful.
Can't quite follow you, Clotilde.
I'm happy to be here, Brad, with
Well, I'm enjoying these eggs.
Do you like me, Brad?
Sure. It's important to be pals with your future sister-in-law. Yeah, Flavia tried to tell you, but I guess y'all caught one of your little spats. Well, look, I'm still kind of low rung at the IRS, but, you know, people need taxes, damn taxes. I know what you're thinking. You know, it's fast. We're impatient. Love, damn it.
Oh, God.
Look, you're our first choice for maid of honor. But before all that, we're going to have a bang-up Halloween party. Yeah, just 3 Musketeers. Flavia tells me you love Halloween. She says you've been a nun every year. Well, that's cool.
After Halloween,
Uh-huh.
the 3 of us Musketeers, we all live together?
Well, wouldn't you be more comfortable if you unbutton the thing?
Don't you start! She's always after me to unbutton the top button so that I might appear more relaxed. Oh, day after day, I'm forced to wear the penultimate ghastly mask of me, but it's only when I'm alone and away from her that I can breathe and re-button. Gads, you 2 fascist busybodies are perfect for each other!
Well, that's lucky, isn't it?
Absolutely. Do we have time for that? Oh, you really meant it when you said world famous. To the right? You're right. I told you she'd be like this, darling.
Don't refer to me in the third person.
Clotilde, honey. Wouldn't you be more comfortable if you unbutton the top button? I don't see how she can breathe.
I feel so much more comfortable now.
Oh, damn. I forgot to take the pill.
You forgot what?
She means for the cat, you idiots.
Oh.
Stupid to own a horrid cat when it makes you ill. Woo! I love the cat, Clotilde. I don't mind taking a pill for the cat. I don't know if I'd take a pill for you.
Ladies.
Well, Brad loathes the cat. You're stuck now, aren't you? Brad and Sydney. Cats live in eternity.
Well, the cat's growing on me, Flavie.
Clotilde, honey, bottom line, you need to find your own place. You know, she never calls me honey. This is for your benefit.
Clody!
Don't have any money.
That's why you need a job. Something realistic. Clotilde sets her standards higher than her abilities. She goes for personal assistant to the company president when her typing speed is like -17.
You know, I'm amazed to see you settling down, Flavia. You who have dated so extensively.
Hey, that Halloween party's sure gonna be fun, huh? Bet you're gonna love wearing that nun costume of yours.
Don't patronize me.
Oh, but you're my little sister. By 2 minutes.
And Flavia's gonna be some kind of sexy dominatrixy thing, or a luscious lady of the evening.
But Flavia cannot possibly go as a whore. Halloween represents change.
It's not because she likes you, Brad, darling.
It's not true. I don't like anybody. How can you be so beastly to me, Flavie? Don't you remember when we were children?
Oh, you hitting me?
No.
And beating me up?
No.
And tattling on me for every little thing?
No, when we were 6, and we used to call each other pig, 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 and Mama said, don't say pig,
I don't think so.
What's monsters?
She never told you. Oh, Flavy, we have to show him.
And you'll be nice?
It's only that one time.
But I want to see it again. Then maybe later tonight, you and I can play monsters.
Brian, you're so bad! All right, fine.
Someday you'll know exactly how crazy I am.
Quote, as your parents, you might theoretically love your sister more.
And we do.
But you alone have our respect.
I love vanilla ice cream.
But I don't respect her. Cloak deserves respect because she's such a spiritual smarty
In
pants.
her cutting pantsuit.
Well, she's so smart, she knows God is real.
She does? Oh, wow. She must be super bright. God never talks to her frivolous, godless sister. No. Hey, quit that, young lady.
Don't touch Flavor's dress coat, that's not yours.
Oh, stop it. You hate dresses. You like books. You're our little reader. We can't understand you when you're crying. Don't be a crybaby like your sister. Speak up, clothes.
You gonna make yourself a good hamburger? Okay. Don't talk. Very mature. You scratched my neck up worse than Sydney, you know. I wish you'd eat less meat, Chloe. Meat makes people aggressive. Oh, darling, I understand that you're scared. Brad thinks that this is all making you like you're being reabandoned. You know, I told him I got abandoned too. Just because I deal with things better doesn't mean I feel it any less. Anyways, you can visit us, write postcards. God knows you hate all my precious moments and be my keys! You know, I was sort of hoping that deep down you might feel a sort of serene happiness for me. I mean, after last night, I thought, pigs and monsters? Is that all we have? Clotilde.
Elena?
kind of new in town and I'm feeling lonely. Do you know anybody who might want to be friends with me, little girl?
I'll be your friend.
Oh, now I'm the happiest Bible in the whole world.
Tomorrow morning? Yes. Oh, of course, Mr. Hinsau. And may I add that it's always been my dream to stock fruits and vegetables for an independent pantry store. Ever since I was a short girl in short pants, yes. Don't worry, sir. Punctuality is my special forte. Bye.
I'm proud of you, Floaty.
Well, life is change, isn't it? One must change or rot. New job, living on my own, perhaps dating one of the cashiers. And then not before too long, children. You'll be Auntie Flavia, Flavy.
Yeah, well, yes, darling, that might be possible.
Oh, we
but
haven't
it
even
should
begun
be-
to discuss our Halloween costumes.
Oh, well, you'll be a nun, darling. You love that habit. And I'll be some sort of French maid, Cinderella, dominatrixy thing.
Have you started smoking? If you smell anything, it's the tar you keep blowing into my clothes, making them stale scented.
Ugh. Shut it about that secondhand crap. You give me a secondhand ulcer.
Flavy, let's at least try to just...
Sorry, darling. You're right. Let's treat each other like strangers, not family.
I miss you.
Oh, you'll miss me?
No, I miss you now, sitting next to you. I miss you.
But that doesn't make any sense. If I'm here, then how would you?
I miss you. Oh, Flavy! I've had the most luminous, the most brilliant, padded, brainy idea. Is it the most bold, courageous, or is it just the most scathingly?
Nice say, Clotilde.
For Halloween, we will go costumed as each other.
Sounds a little Haley Mills, Betty Davis to me. So what? I wear one of your scratchy old sweaters buttoned up to the nubbin, of course, and you what?
No, you go dressed as a nun and be me, and I'll go dressed as the Cinderella dominatrixy horror thing and be you, like double costumes. Oh, and we won't tell Brad because that's really the point. It'll be so hilarious.
Sounds like lots of fun for one person.
I'd be tortured dressed as a filthy slattern. I'd rather have demons and snakes chew my... Oh, but it'll be such a good joke on Brad.
I just don't understand nuns.
Well, you only need to understand me, and after living together 25 years, oh, and Flavy, you can't smoke. You'll have to go outside to smoke.
I haven't agreed to it. What about you? You don't smoke.
Well, I'll pick it up somehow. Oh, it's smelling like a smoker's lounge. Oh, awful.
If we were to go through with this, if I were to act like you, the way you really appear to people, I'm afraid you might commit suicide, darling.
Well, what a sweet thing to say. But I shouldn't worry. That'll be my lookout. So, are we on? Just think of it as a last request. Please? I heard Brad thinks nuns are sexy.
You're lying. Ugh. Just don't get too familiar with my fiance.
Disgusting. Oh! Oh, thanks, Flavy. You won't regret this, dear sister.
Oh.
Well, I'm off to the Bixley and Craig basket again. Did I tell you, Chloe? Now it's Bixley, Craig, and Gibbons. Everything's corporate mergers, darling. 50 years ago, you beat 'em or you didn't. Now everybody's a winner. Except, of course, the real little people. Isn't today your stock girl thingy? Good luck on your grocery store interview, Chloe. Remember, it's not forever, but it'll tide you over until you... Oh, God.
What the hell? Oh, I thought I'd put in a little practice before Halloween. Showing a little leg in a job interview can't hurt. Happy birthday, Mr. Anton.
Aren't you taking our Halloween party a little too seriously?
Perhaps you should be taking your role a little more seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Guess I have to bone up on being an unfashionable, repressed, self-lacerating bore. Just see that you do, hun.
Say, how'd you get the day off at Bixley? Thought you said they were a bunch of tight asses.
Their asses loosened. Oh, Brad, I'm so worried.
Hi, yeah. I'll have the ham and eggs and more coffee when you get the chance.
Pancakes and sausage.
You're eating me?
Pancakes, no sausage.
I thought you said no pancakes till you fit into your wedding dress.
Right, no pancakes, no sausage, just hash browns.
Thanks.
It's because she's got me so rattled, darling. I can't think straight. I'm so worried about Clotilde, darling.
Yeah, that's what you said on the phone. What about her?
She seems crazy.
More than usual?
Yes. She's been acting strange. Keeps saying she wants to be me. She terrifies me.
Well, if she wants to be you, isn't that kind of a compliment?
Yes, but don't you see? I'm so afraid she'll actually pretend to be me. It's such a risk with identical twins. I'm afraid she'll dress up like me and steal you away, Brad.
Now we're sounding nutty. I'd know you anywhere, Flavia. Yeah, I'm the thanks. Thank you. God love her. Oh, your hash browns look good. God, when I was here with Clotilde, she was showering everything in this, like, pepper quilt. It was disgusting. I was gagging.
If you could see the way she looks at me, I'm afraid for my life.
Well, should she see a doctor?
Yes. Rather, no. Doctors with their icy fingers and cold metal instruments, that'll come later. But for now, I think you and I need to have a password, so you always know it's me, really me.
You're serious?
If you could hear her say, I wish I was you, Flavia. I will be you, Flavia.
Well, it's like you always said, Clotilde's got a weak mind. The mind of a mean 2-year-old. I mean, I've only met her the twice, I don't know, but she was pretty out there. But I mean, it's no wonder. You guys have been through Cradola. What's the deal with your parents anyway?
They practiced a method of reward and punishment, continuing for several years.
Electric shocks?
No, high voltage was deemed inappropriate for small children. Mostly they used a certain sound.
Like what kind of sound?
An ordinary one.
Like what? Oh, never mind. Not my business. Just your future husband is all.
Rustle.
What, like olive leaves? Corduroy pants? Sandpaper?
No. More like a jostle or a jangle.
Like Like pots and pans with marbles inside of them? Like a bell?
Sounded like a mechanical satanic snake. Oh, God, please stop asking me about this, Brad.
I'm sorry, honey. But hey, you know, at least Clotilde got the brunt of it. You turned out okie doke. Your hash brown's all right?
Perfect, darling. Brad, listen, we never had this conversation.
Oh. Well, I'm not going to go telling your sister that we think she's a nut job. I'm not that insensitive.
Yes, but don't discuss it with me either. Not until after Halloween. Clotilde is so looking forward to wearing her nun costume.
God, she has really been a nun every year since she was 10.
2. She improvised with washcloths.
Oh. God, I feel sorry for Clotilde.
I do feel sorry. I feel bottomlessly sorry for her. Her password will be Richard Nixon. Don't forget those words, Brad, for I will never speak them lightly again. I will only say Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon.
If and only if it's a life or death emergency.
God, I feel like Matt Hari. Look, I don't want you going back to that house if you're scared.
I can handle Flavia.
You mean you can handle Clotilde?
Oh, yeah. I certainly hope so.
God, you're shaking, Flavia.
Do you think she's capable of murder?
Do you?
Maybe. Oh, gee, I hope I'm wrong.
For God's sakes, be careful, honey.
I just love you so much.
But you're worried. God, you're a sweetheart. You know that? Your kooky sister will be okay. We'll make sure she gets the best medical help.
Yes, but not until after Halloween. After all, she loves it so.
You're a saint.
You can see that, can't you? Oh, Brad, darling, we are soulmates.
Those fingers in my hair that slide come to the snare that strips my conscience bare, it's witchcraft. And I've got no defense for it. The heat is too intense for it. What good would common sense for it do? 'Cause it's witchcraft, wicked witchcraft. And although I know it's strictly taboo, when you arouse me and me, my heart says yes indeed in me. Proceed with what you're leading me to. It's such an ancient fish, but one I won't switch, 'cause there's no nicer witch than you.
Fishnets and high heels? Clotilde would never. Well, it's too late now. You better pull a character together. There isn't much time.
Isn't it nice to share a ciggy, Clody? So sisterly.
My name is Flavia. I insist you call me by my correct name and break that makeup off your face, Clotilde. Oh, I knew you wouldn't get into the spirit of things.
I'm not wearing any nail polish. See? I'm making an effort. Oh, Clody, darling. You smoke, and you walk. So male. in my awesome stockings, darling?
Don't say darling. God, he's almost here.
Where did you go yesterday, Clotilde?
I refuse to answer unless I'm addressed properly.
Flavia, where did you go yesterday? All dressed up like me? Because it wasn't any job interview. I checked messages from work. Mr. Hensel called. He sounded pissed off.
Oh, the grocery store was... I got lost trying to find the address and I didn't want to be late, so I just didn't go.
Oh, Chloe.
Don't be angry with me. I promise if you do this one little harmless scheme with me tonight, I'll not only have a new job, I'll have a whole new career. And next week, I'll wear that purple monstrosity, though it is asinine for a vegetarian to pick out a dress with mutton chop sleeves. And I'll be your maid of honor, and most importantly, I'll be very happy for you.
Will you, Chloe? Really?
Yes, ecstatic. But I'm Flavia.
Thanks, Flavia. It means a lot to me.
Yes, just don't get all moody or you'll know something's up. Just be your own unfashionable, boring, self-last writing, repressed self, darling, yes. Brad!
Hey!
Now, how do I
Scrumdiddlyumptious, how do I look?
look? Wonderful. Exactly what are you, darling?
Guessing costumes is my especial forte. You're a Playboy bunny.
Very good, Clotilde.
Oh, how I adore men in skirts and wigs and rabbity things.
You do. You know, I've been thinking about the things your parents did to y'all. Messing with your heads with those weird noises and stuff. God.
You know about that?
Yes, but the experiments were a success. Believe it, Clotilde and I are very different.
No, I don't know about that. Y'all are both pretty feisty. I'd say you're fairly similar.
That insults us both.
Did I say something wrong? Guess I'm not up on twin etiquette.
That's because you're a singleton.
What?
A singleton?
I thought you said that. No, it's like when I was a kid, you know. Kids used to say it. Even now, the IRS guys are like, gotta make allowances for Brad. Brad's a little slow.
I don't think you're...
Well, I got brothers and sisters, so I ain't no singleton.
If you're not a twin, you're considered a singleton.
You know, I just don't like that word.
How do I look, Brad?
You look real nice, Cookie.
She's wearing fishnets. She's trying to be me.
No fair whispering, believe. If I were a real nun, you two wouldn't dare be slobbering all over each other. Better quit it.
Whatever you say, Clotilde. Say, any nuns in the room mind if I crack open a beer?
Since only I am chosen, and both of you are going straight to hell, I don't see how one beer, more or less, is going to matter.
She is really in character, isn't she?
What are you talking about? You told him.
He means as a nun, you ass.
What's going on here?
We're planning a surprise for you, Brad. Isn't that right, Flavia? Isn't that so, Flavia? Right. I need to take a walk. Flavia's awful smoke gets in my clothes. I'd say don't do anything I wouldn't do, but maybe I'd better just say don't do anything. I'm chosen. I'm chosen. I'm so annoying. I'm chosen.
Okay. So what's the surprise? Come on, you know you want to tell me. Ain't you ticklish anymore?
Darling, believe me, I have no idea. She's completely deranged. I'm forced to play along.
Well, she doesn't seem so different to me.
Yeah. Look at this. my signature.
What the hell?
And you know what she's doing right now? Smoking. She started last week.
But why?
I don't know, but she's planning something diabolical. Twins have a kind of ESP. Oh, darling, give me courage.
Well, isn't this so pathetic? Seems you've broken your pledge to me, Flav.
What pledge might that be, Clody?
The pledge to keep your mitts off of my fiancé!
Your fiance?
You lunkhead. Don't you know me, Brad?
Oh, dear God, it's as if she really believes.
Oh, I get it. So the Halloween prank between Clotilde and Flavia is really a joke between Clotilde and Brad. Funny, you guys. In an unctuous dick way. Well, at least now I can get out of this damn thing. I'm sweating my ass off. Brad, give me a light, will you?
She looks
Richard
so
Nixon,
funny.
darling! Richard Nixon!
Oh, sorry, honey. No, she just looks so lifelike.
I don't know what you two have planned, but if we don't end this fucking charade pronto, I'm going to commit a couple of murders, starting with you, Clotilde. Fine!
What are you doing, Clody?
Well, Flav, what does it look like? I'm leaving.
But that's my purse, Clotilde.
Stop it. Stop it. Both of you. I am Flavia. She is Clotilde. It was just a joke for Halloween.
We have to exercise great patience with her, darling.
You don't like me, Brad, is that it? You're in love with Brad?
Well, I would never marry someone I didn't love, Clotilde.
You
Like I told you, she has the mind of a dyspeptic 2-year-old. No, she's my sister. I have to take care of her myself.
No, she'll kill me. She'll really kill me. Please, please.
For God's sakes, Flavia, you're the one attacking people. We're trying to help you, but you're not making it easy.
You really don't know, do you? You wouldn't do this to me on purpose, would you?
Can you say, my name is Clotilde?
I was too upset for a long time.
We have to go slow in the beginning stages of the disease. Oh, she can only accept who she was. A person with high standards and low abilities. What? Oh, we gotta tie her up.
Tie her up.
Yes, you and I heard.
She's drugging me!
Oh, yes, very likely. This is kind of the doctors. You'll be all better, and that'll be the best wedding present ever.
I will destroy you.
Eyes on the sparrow, and I know he watches over me. Oh, his eyes.
Darling, you might ask how I am. Cooped up with a maniac, haven't slept in ages. Look at the thanks I get.
Oh.
She attacked me.
But how'd she get out of the restraints?
Oh, she's clever. She's a weak mind, but she's clever.
Oh, poor Chloe. Of course, it's terrible for you, too. Oh, she ain't better.
See for yourself. Now, for this next trick, we've had a little trouble, haven't we, Chloe? All right, girl. Come on. Jump. Come on. Come on.
Stop. Hey, no. For God's sake, she's not a little piglet. Hey. Do you know who you are?
Well, that's an improvement.
How can you say that? She's so much worse.
Well, sometimes people appear worse when they're actually getting better, like colds. But, there is a new wrinkle. She thinks she hears K-E-Y-S.
K-E-Y-S. Keys?
Let's demonstrating.
You're upsetting.
It's almost Christmas, darling. She'll have to get used to the jingle jangle. Anyways, she thinks she hears keys all the time. Do you hear them now? Very likely.
You can understand her.
Well, of course. Secret language of twins, cryptoglosia. She says I threatened to cook the cat and force her to eat it. As a vegetarian, I have to say that's a very unlikely scenario. I love Sydney, my little fur baby. Anyways, look at the damn cat. He's the healthiest one in the room. Oh, damn, forgot to take the pill.
Lord, making me crazy. Or monster juke, you are such a terrible person. Whiffering, and so am I. Whiffering, whiffering, and so we go on. So going on, we go on, so go we on, in hell, in hell, in hell, in hell, in hell. In hell.
Oh, darling, I have the most wonderful news. I quit smoking.
Gee, that's real great, Flavia.
Oh, it was nothing really. Just decided cold butterball. But here's the thing. What do I do with all these lovely unsmoked cigarettes? Oh, well.
She looks pale.
Clotilde always looks pale. I fed her nothing but gourmet meals all week. Nothing but meat. Clotilde loves her meat. You know, some vegetarians would have a thing about feeding their sick carnivorous sisters, but I've always been flexible. Why are you looking at her like that?
I don't know, she seems so forlorn. Wouldn't you feel better if her sweater were buttoned right and her hair
For
was...
heaven's sake, don't you think I've tried to deny doing this, Missy?
Let me try.
Take 1, 2.
Where's a brush? Could you fix it up?
So kind of you, Brad, to show sympathy to a wild animal.
For God's sake, Flavie, she's a human being.
Don't you think I know that? She's my sister. And now she won't be well enough to wear that stunning purple dress and be my maid of honor.
Flavia, I think that we need to postpone the wedding.
What? Till when? 10 years from now? The 12th night of never?
Well, look, how can we get married when your sister's like this?
She's laughing at me.
Of course not. She doesn't even know her own mind right now. Yeah.
Ah.
There you go.
Well, I see. Oh. She is sick, isn't she? Oh, I've been completely selfish, haven't I? Clotilde's health is our top priority.
You hear that? You're going to be a #1 steak sauce, kiddo. Because there's people here who love and who care about you. You know, that's what I always thought her problem was. She didn't think anybody cared about her.
Love, care, what tripe. Oh, I tell Clotilde I love her every day. All the time.
Well, you may tell her that, but it doesn't mean she feels it.
Brad, what are you doing?
Honey, we tried for a week, but we got to call on the professionals.
Oh, just don't let them hurt her, darling.
Yes. Hello, doctor?
Somebody placed an advertisement to employ a seedy man. Would you know something about that?
I might. No, I don't wish to touch you. Don't get me wrong. I have the utmost respect for seedy men. The world was built on the sticky shoulders of seedy men. Before we begin, a resume,
Really?
please.
Nobody's asked me for one of those in a long time. Oh.
Professional humiliation, including but not limited to in flagrante delicto setups with prostitutes, video extra, internet posing as underage boy or girl to humiliate relatives, co-workers, so-called friends, murder, speedy, creative, affordable, hacked and froze my grandparents, painless deaths extra, pickpocketing, blackmail, kidnapping, pornography, have mentored numerous young seedy men just starting out, other skills, accents, wedding photography.
Righto, Governor. Blimey. Oh, the goose as big as me, huh? Oh, I'm a good goyle, am I? Consider yourself at home. We won't touch your spectacles so you can't see. Put toads in your bed or pepper in your
Something
tea.
I should make clear. You are to perform a job. You are to execute your duties. You are unto no circumstances. circumstances to be a greedy, seedy man.
Zebra tits. Yeah, I like that. ZT, I got this mental disability. Yeah, it has caused me a lot of trouble with the parents, the schools, the wives, the army, the drugstore clerks. This kind of predisposition to anger. Now, you wants to pay me for a job and it's enough? Fine, I'll do it. But I am not kissing your ivory soap ass. Because the way I see it, CT, I am better than you. I think that if you could do this job yourself, you would. I may not like you, but I respect you. See? I don't be going, oh, I better go easy on her because she is a girl, huh? But you treat me like an underling again and you will find yourself sliding around in some of them nice dark green hefty bags yard size with the fancy plastic ties.
Yes, well... This resume is very impressive. And I've received such a plethora of replies.
Ha!
But in fairness to the other candidates, I'll have to...
Is this your cute way of telling me I'm hired?
How can you be hired for a job when I haven't even told you what it is? A rather jejune case of harassment.
Honey, you had me at harassment.
Yes, well, the job is ridiculously simple. I do it myself, but I have an aversion for hospitals. You will visit a woman. You will call her Clotilde, which is her name.
Clotilde.
You will pretend to be an old beau. She had a lot of those. I dare say you look like one. Try Jake.
Ooh, Jake.
He had a sort of bad boy appeal. When you're there, you will shake your keys, often and as loudly as you dare. If she makes comment to the noise, you will deny having heard anything. When you have driven her completely out of her mind, you will stop. No use in yielding the lily.
Yeah.
Have now, have when you finish. Here's the address. She's in the psych ward.
Oh, yeah. I know my way around the psych ward. Okay. Oh, that's pretty standard. There's plenty of keys in those places, you know. The nurses, the orderlies, the janitors, all of them carry big rings of keys. Keys and locks. Let's see it. She a looker?
I'm no judge of such things. She's my identical twin. but
Identical
I fear she's-
twin?
I fear she's greatly changed of late.
Not many animals reproduce twins. The nine-banded armadillo is one, and she usually produces quadruplets. And then your male tortoiseshell cat is both a twin all by itself, got the male and the female gonads tucked up inside of it. The flatworm, of course, produces thousands of identical twins. Now, studies that favor the nurturing over nature and consider the womb an environment. The twins in there duking it out for the blood, the oxygen, the placenta, the multivitamins. Of course, serious exploration is
Yes, you've made quite a study of twins. Yes.
As a matter of fact, I'm a twin myself. I'm identical twin. Oh, hey, if this is about money, you and your sister might want to explore. There is lots of money to be made in feature films starring new identical twins. Me and my brother made a few.
It's not about money. Sad. A man in your profession who has no respect for true punishment.
Please don't be putting punishment on no big-ass marble pedophile.
Pedestal, I think.
What I am trying to say is, ZT, punishment is just business. You stupid bitch.
You have been very rude to me during this interview. Demeaning. But I feel it fair to warn you that I have been chosen by God. Your childish scenario of cutting me up and distributing me into various hefty bags, why, that would be such a pleasure compared to what my dear Gotti has in store for you. When he has flayed your grime-coated flesh, inch by inch, it will be under the micromanagement of the highest power under earth and over heaven. And trust me, there is no finer torturer!
Nothing could be finer than to be in your vagina. So, you've been chosen by God, huh? It's funny I didn't hear about that, because, you know, God, he is my twin brother.
What blasphemy!
It's true! Oh, and he is a scary dude. Oh, boy! You do not want to mess with him. He will fuck you up. I mean, he's loyal to me, you know, but, you know, that's when I first spent time in the psych ward. They had put God up in there. Can you believe what they do to him nowadays? Good God. Yeah, when they let him out, he went on out there to that subway platform, and he's big, you know. He would get on out there, and he would put his arms out like this, and he would say, "Hey! Anybody want to pull a knife on me? Pull a gun on me? I am God! Who do you think is going to win a God fight?" Fucking scary.
The tall gentleman in the white robe with the cross.
Oh, my brother don't carry no cardboard cross. Anyway, I'm surprised you haven't seen him. I bet that you've got some jealousy issues going on, huh? Your parents preferred your sister over you?
My parents were cruel Skinnerians.
There ain't no other kind of Skinnerian.
They forced us into these nurture studies, ensuring our opposite behaviors and proving environment over genes.
You gots to forgive them. You gots to forgive everybody. That's what my brother keeps telling me. I don't know. I ain't so good at it. I like to, you know, cut them up and put them in the dirt and scoop the cold judgmental ground all over them. But he says that they have got to die because then he can forgive them. You know what I mean? Otherwise, we don't know what to do with them. Still, I do sometimes wish I could spread the soothing balm of grace over my rotten insides. Anyway, I'll take your job, Zeke. There's just one more thing.
I love
audited last week, so I was swamped. I tried to get Brad to pull a few strings with his IRS pals, but turns out he's a real goody-goody. I guess you didn't miss me much. I heard you had a secret gentleman caller.
Now that we are alone, 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 now that we are alone.
Are these the drawings you made? Oh. Is this little swiggle you? And what's this black and orange blob? They're rather unpleasant, aren't they? I guess that's chic now. Haven't got all day, Clotilde. Have to shop for my trousseau. God, is that woman taking off her dress again? Always a free show. Oh, the doctors told me that you can't have any complicated literature, so I brought you a silly fashion magazine. But then I remembered, I'm the one who likes fashion, not you. So I brought you a biblical seek word. I got bored downstairs, so I started you out. Jonah, see? I have to ask them for a pen. I'd loan you mine, but they locked it up downstairs. Guess it's a penitentiary. Shh! They're listening. I've known I'd be scrutinized. I'd have combed my hair. How do I look? Oh, right. Like talking to a table. Mind that you behave yourself, Clody. What's this? The doctor assured me you were getting better. There's been a gentleman coming to the house. Jake? Is he your gentleman caller? Yes. Oh, and is that nice? Oh, well, men aren't peanut butter. You can't be choosy. One must lower one's standards. Besides, I saw Jake. I think he's adorable. Stop blubbering, Clody. Worse than the Hindenburg announcer. Despair is a sin. What is it, Clotilde? Why? Why? Haven't I asked myself that question every day of my life? Why coconut? Why genocide? It all just seems so arbitrary. Where's the blueprint in the back pocket of God's dungarees? Has the person in charge shaken the Whitman's chocolates to nullify the chart under the lid? No! There has to be some slippery meaning behind it all. Many's the time I've asked God. He gets so defensive. Because I'm God, he says, or could you do better? And then sometimes God's so sad.
In this world alone and he goes out alone. In the middle you're alone. You come into this world alone and you go out alone. In the middle you're alone. You come into this world alone and you go out alone. In the middle you're alone. You come into this world alone and you go out alone. Who do you think is going to win a God fight?
It is unwise to question God directly.
I don't know who I am.
Swine. My little piggy pig. Yes, I see we're not out of the woods yet. Your mind, Clotilde, is so fragile. It's like the thinnest, most delicate china. Like a tiny Ming Boss brain. Ming Voss brain of yours is floating serenely in its own fluids. But oh, here comes the teensy tiny boy. He picks up that Ming Voss brain of yours and throws it down. But it doesn't break. So he sets it on the ground and starts to jump on it. But he's wearing his teensy tiny boy soft sneakers. The kind that flash, strobe. But oh, he's a resourceful urchin. While he pulls out the biggest, most enormous hammer, Clotilde, while the thing's almost as big as he is. And he struggles to lift it up, way up high, and this time, he's putting it away in his teensy tiny boy backpack. The kind with the fun cartoons on it. He's tying his shoes. Flash, flash, he's gone. Now, if you could only say, my name is Clotilde, and believe it, you might get out of here someday. Find a place of your own little job, maybe for the Salvation Army. You know, ring that bell. Ugh. QPXT isn't a word, Clody. This better be as urgent as you said. I have exactly 10 minutes. Those Craig Gibbons, Darney, Evers, and Pollock tools. Ugh. So generous, giving me an unpaid week off to take care of my sick sister. I dare not push them further. Well, I visited her last week, and I have to say you're doing a wonderful job. I am very satisfied with the work that you've been doing.
Fucking quit.
What?
What?
Excuse me?
Did you fart?
You...
Quit, CT.
You dismembered your friends.
No more.
You have buried your grandparents alive.
Yeah, but your sister is different. I feel so dirty.
You are filth and
Yeah,
scum.
yeah.
I thought you knew that.
Yeah.
I thought you were a professional.
Yeah.
Are you really caving on a harassment job that a blindfolded 2-year-old could do in her sleep?
Yeah.
Backwards?
Yes!
Don't you need the money?
Of course I need the money. But I'd still be depressed. I mean, of course I got the depressed gene. And the rum gene. And just, I don't even know how to explain it. All my life I have harassed and stalked and slashed, and I used to wonder, what is it about me that I can cut people up and set them on fire and distribute them in a dozen different bags and scatter them around the city? Is there something wrong with me? Am I some kind of monster?
Not at all.
But then I met your sister. I don't know. I mean, yes, I got my predilections, you know, I got the anger gene and the depressed gene and the alcohol gene and the bedwetting gene and the Powerball gene and the whiny gene, and I still go on. That is no excuse. Yes, I have to make a little bit more effort. I have to try a little bit harder every morning to put the left shoe on the left foot and the right shoe on the right foot and find a pair of socks that match and then make some fucking toast! But still, it seemed like it was the right thing to do. And your sister, I met her and she understood immediately. I said, I said, I'm sorry.
You told her I hired you.
No! No! I wasn't apologizing specifically for what I had done to her. I was apologizing for my whole damn life. And you know what? She got that. Right away. She put her hand on my face and she said, I forgive you. And it was like the sky burst open with this beautiful blue light, and this calm, clear brook was babbling all around me, and wise brown birds were sipping from it. And then she started laying hands on everybody else in the ward, and they all felt better too. And I'm telling you, your sister has got something special.
There are few things I find more nauseating than to listen to someone else's false religious experiences.
Yeah.
My sister's mind is Indian pudding. How can Indian pudding forgive you? I'm the one with proper authority, and I order you to finish your harassment. Where's your Protestant work ethic? What'd your brother say?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I called him. And you know what? He already knew about it. He said, Clotilde is one of my brightest angels. And he described his sister to a T.
Well, but that's me. Did he really say Clotilde is one of my brightest angels?
No, it wasn't you. He was definitely talking about your sister.
Well, we're identical twins, remember?
Yeah, but she's the one with the sparkly eyes. She's the one with the glitter coming off of her. She's the one who cut up construction paper every year as a child for Mother's Day. You got librarian peepers.
I am the radiant one.
Well, maybe. I mean, maybe you were. We only got your word for it. It's possible. But you know, that's the funny thing about God's light. It just moves around sometimes without any explanation or reason. It moves off of one person and on to another. And I'm sorry, ZT. There ain't nothing you can do about it. But that don't mean you get to give up. You got to keep praying and believing in him and trying to get that light back on you, even though it never, ever is going to happen. Oh! Guess what? Your sister got herself engaged. Some dude.
Oh. No, I'm the one engaged, not her.
No, she's definitely engaged. She kept coming around and interrupting our prayer sessions, and oh boy, was they chummy.
One of the inmates?
No, a civilian fella. It's just like, oh God, what was his name? Doris Day? Arnold Palmer? I mean, it's something wholesome. I don't know, something in there.
Brad?
That's it. She got herself engaged to Brad.
No. Brad swore never to visit her. Brad's my fiancé. He would never disobey my wishes.
No God's love or human love, huh? Rough day.
You swore never to visit my sister!
Well, not exactly. You kind of ordered me not to, so I said okay. Well, look, when you're in a place like that, visitors are important. You know, and you weren't coming much, just the one time.
Oh, she's a compulsive liar. Every day I went.
Well, I never saw you there. There was this one guy, this real slimy fellow.
Oh, those are kinds of friends.
Yeah, this kind of turn-of-the-century accent was real weird, but I guess he turned out okay. You never can tell. Can you?
Oh, yes, you can. All of us are hardwired for good or evil, and it doesn't matter what sweater you wear. Oh, I've heard the most ugly rumor, whether lies. Did she say her name was Flavia? Richard Nixon, Richard Nixon, darling!
Down! She's not trying to be you. She's more than content to be who she is.
And who is that?
Your sister. Jeez. Are you feeling okay, honey?
Oh, don't you honey me unless you plan to marry me. Is she,
very happy?
Finally? Yes. Yes, I think she is. Poor dear. She's been through hell.
And it's been all Skittles and highlights for me. Nobody cares about me.
Look, well, naturally we appreciate all you tried, all you've done, but you have to understand the way things have been. I mean, we don't even sleep together anymore. Not since before Halloween, and just lately you've been so.
I've been what?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it was the strain of taking care of your sister, but you just seem.
Radiant.
No, that wasn't the word I was looking for at all. You seem less warm or something, like you.
I can change, Brad.
No.
Whatever it is, I can change.
No, don't change. Never change. Guess I'm the one who changed. Because I went and fell in love with Clotilde.
So it's true. How romantic. Exchanging vows in a sanatorium.
She's been released.
What? Oh, I ended up restraining her ASAP pronto yesterday. You were in the room with us. She swore to destroy me.
That's when she was still sick. Look, she's waiting to see you.
Oh, I see what this is. Well, your little scheme won't work. This apartment is in my name, so it's my sad duty to inform you that...
We're getting our own place. The IRS is moving me to an East Coast office.
You have confused contempt with lust. A common error.
No. Well, I think I've loved Clotilde for quite some time. From the get-go, I think. She kind of intrigued me.
Since, before Halloween?
Oh, sure. And, look, lady, this stuff, it's cute, but it's never been my taste.
Well, but this isn't mine. This kitschy crap and disgusting children, it's hers.
Look, there's not much she wants.
Not a stitch, not a stick, not a
All
magazine.
she wants is a cat. I told her, Flavia's not going to give up that cat. She loves that cat. And I say, Clotilde, you never liked that damn cat one bit. Well, guess what? She's been so worried about that damn idiot cat. Guess people really do change.
No, they don't. Why must you keep repeating that insipid and Byzantine idea?
Oh, yeah, Miss Smarty Pants? Well, your sister doesn't need me anymore. And she ain't showering everything in pepper. And we even went to a pet shop the other day, and she started sneezing. She's allergic to cats now. Isn't that weird?
Well, allergies develop suddenly, don't they? Shellfish, cats, she can keep it. Choke on the damn cat.
Really? Oh. Thank you, Flaky. Hey there, Buckaroo. Look, I know you're going to miss your sister, but try to be happy for her. She's completely cured. Honey, come on in. Your big sis wants to say goodbye.
Hello, Flavia. I'm Clotilde.
Knock, 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 knock.